Welcome to the Special Collections Quick Start Genealogy tutorials. Through this series of short films, we'll give you some quick tips to start your genealogy journey. When beginning research on your family, we suggest starting with yourself and working backwards. This means start with your most immediate knowledge and expand later into unknown areas. It can be very tempting to jump ahead to that grandfather you know served during World War I, but doing so can mean you miss a lot of details more recent to your family. Although it may seem redundant, write down what you know about yourself, including birth date and other vital dates like when you got married, where those important dates happened, and important relationships that establish familial ties, like your parents' names, siblings, children, and spouses. Recording these facts about yourself will help you establish a set of questions to ask other people. It also gives you an easy start to building your family tree. If you start with yourself, you can also establish a more cohesive research plan. A research plan will help guide you in finding information and recording it to look back at later. It will also help ensure that you don't miss any person in your tree or leave you wondering, did I look for this already? A research plan can be as simple as looking at the next person in your family tree and finding as much information on them as possible. Once you've recorded dates, locations, and relationships you know about yourself, the next step is talking to your immediate family members. Talk to your living parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, and family friends and neighbors. Make sure to record vital dates and locations, but also listen for the family stories that only they know. This is truly where the fun starts, because you'll start to find out more lore or oral history about your extended family. These may be stories that you can later confirm with records, or they may be just great memories. Either way, make sure you write those anecdotes down to share with later generations. As you talk to your family, make sure to ask about photographs, scrapbooks, letters, diaries, or any other record that may present information about the family. Of course, tread carefully and politely because most recent records of this variety may still be very personal to the record creator. If you are not allowed to see the record, keep a note that it exists and maybe revisit it at a later date. After talking to parents or grandparents, there typically is a stall point in research where the living record gives way to written record. At this point, think about the information you have learned and use the notes you took to determine where you should start looking for written records. This could be using online databases, libraries, or archives. Let's walk through an example. Your grandmother told you her father, John, died in 1958 in Madison County, Alabama. You could check in the following places: the Huntsville-Madison County Public Library, the Madison County Record Center, or Ancestry.com. There is no wrong or right to where you start looking. In these places, you could look for a death certificate, a will or estate settlement, or possibly an obituary. Be aware that different repositories will specialize in different kinds of records. Look online or contact a repository to find out what kind of records fall within their purview. While interviewing family members and diving into record centers, make detailed and organized notes. As you're gathering information, be sure to write down where you found the information. If you found it in a book, make sure you write down the title, author, and publication information. If on a website, make a note of what the website is and possibly copy the URL. If Grandpa told you a story, make sure you write that he said it. Knowing where you found information will not only help you find it again later, if you need to, but it can also help those around you if they want to research too. Every family has varying degrees of skeletons in the closet. When you start digging into your family history, it is important to keep an open mind. It is also important to know the historical context surrounding when and where your ancestor lived. If you have questions about time and place, talk to your local librarians, and they can help you find information to better understand political, religious, social, and cultural landscapes.